Take a world for your Dungeons and Dragons campaign where spell casting is a problem, meaning that spellcasters brought about the end of the world, so now there's a religious organization or an organization that hunts down spellcasters. Spellcasters can hide who they are and what they do. They can dress differently. They can blend in with society. And we're talking about an organization that is specifically against them. However, that organization probably has ways of dealing with spellcasters. They're not the main antagonist. They're not the main thing that's going on at the party, but it's a backdrop. It's something that gives your world flavor and allows the spellcasters to feel like they have work to do. They have to hide. They have to use martial weapons if they ever get into combat and hide their spells. And not casting spells in direct line of sight of people is a deal. Now, magic items exist because that's part of the world, but people that can wield the weave itself are hunted down. Now, I encourage you to not just throw this in there, but you may encourage your players to, in the beginning, session 0, label this out, not discouraging them from playing spellcasters. I did this once, and I did it poorly, where I was like, the world is anti-magic, and then I just hit these people hard. Now, when I do this, I said the world's anti-magic as far as magic users go, but there are ways that you can get around this. You can hide it through like you're using an item, because magic items are common from the world past. People are always digging them back up as they explore parts of the destroyed world. You also have the ability to use real weapons. They still do damage, etc., etc., etc. And you can actually still wear armor and blah, blah, blah. And what happens is when I set this up to where you can still very much be a magic spellcaster, but just the world reacts this way, it works very well. Or having a city or an organization that the players know before they go to that spellcasting is against the rules. This rule, this idea works very well when it's telegraphed in the beginning, well ahead, before the players go somewhere, and also not forcing players into a situation where they can't use their abilities in any way, shape, or form. You don't want to remove player agency, but it's still very interesting to have this idea going into it. And so it's food for thought. It's fun to play with. Having an organization that's even anti-spellcaster, where you'll have cities which don't care either way, and this organization exists there, so they don't like your spellcasters. It creates tension that otherwise wouldn't be there. And you know why it's there. Your players are aware of this. They know who the organization is, but maybe they need something from that organization. So it's something fun to play with to create tension that avoids away from the race argument. But then again, it goes into the whole, now we're talking about, taking an entire group of people and marginalizing them and that kind of stuff. So you got to be careful with this. You got to make sure your players are involved. But that's the thing. We're talking about nuances here. We're talking about gameplay where we're creating tensions by conflict. So part of it's introducing conflict, and how you do that's up to you. So we'll see you guys next time.